transition expenses, inaccuracies. Basically, all the accounting issues we are conversed on. So, Governor, on this particular report, what will be our query? Number one would be again a lawful report on lawfulness and effectiveness in the use of resources. And on this, we will look into query number one on that, which is lack of an insurance policy for the loans disbursed. And then we will also look at the query on unapproved internal borrowing. The special address, but we just comment on that. I just want your comment on that, Governor. We won't read that particular one. And then we will look into long outstanding unaccounted interest. Yeah, I think then the last one, we will look at long outstanding receivables from exchange transactions. Is that okay? Members? Yes. So let's start with lack of an insurance policy for the loans that were disbursed in this fund. When did I take it on? That will be the query if you look at the report on lawfulness and effectiveness in the use of resources. It's the first query under that. Auditor?
A lack of an insurance policy for the loans disbursed. The statement of financial position reflects current portion of long-term receivables from exchange transactions balance of Kenya shillings 52,789,305. The balance includes an amount of Kenya shillings 49,224,184 relating to loans disbursed on 17th May 2024. However, management did not secure an insurance policy for the loans. This was contrary to Section 10, subsection 1 of the Trans Nzoia County Nawiri Fund Account 2015, which states that the board shall have all the powers necessary for the functions and proper performance of its functions under this Act, and subsection 2H further states that without prejudice to the generality of the provisions of subsection 1, the board shall have authority to take out insurance cover for risky loans such as death, incapacity, or inability to pay, as the board deems fit. In the circumstances, management was in breach of the law. Thank you, Chair.
Could I request, because I'm trying to make sure that we're using our time efficiently, could I request that you further read the long outstanding receivables from exchange transactions? Because when I read that query, I realized that actually they are related. They are actually related with this particular query. So then Governor will respond to two of them together.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
Long outstanding receivables from exchange transactions. The statement of financial position reflects portion of long-term receivables from exchange transactions balance of Kenya shillings 3,984,646 as disclosed in Note 7 to the financial statements. The balance includes an amount of Kenya shillings 160,000 disbursed between 2016 and 2018 to 3 youth and women groups in the county. However, more than 6 years after the loans were disbursed, the groups have not repaid any amounts towards principal and interest. The management has not provided measures it has put in place to recover the outstanding loans. In the circumstances, the effectiveness of the controls and management of the recovery of disbursed loans could not be confirmed. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Governor, your responses to those two queries? Mr. Chairman, you realize that query number 7 is talking about 2016 to 2018, very many years ago before he came into office. We've learned our lessons, and that's why we've really improved
the management.
Governor, I wanted you to read the responses respectively. Yeah, the first one, then the second one, then you can be free to make a comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on lack of insurance policy, the management response is as follows, Mr. Chairman. For the reference period, the Tanzania County Nawood Fund Board did not consider loans issued out through Nawood Fund as risky, and therefore resolved not to insure. Following the prior year's experiences, Nawood program was redesigned to mitigate the inherent risk of default by loanees through the adoption of a loan strategy that is tied to LPO/LSO financing, which is led by the bank and IFMS system to facilitate automatic recovery of loan amounts. However, the board, to conform with the law, the board intends to ensure that all future loans issued are insured in accordance with the provisions of the Act. We've put an Appendix 3, which is an extract of the minutes of the board discussing the issue of the loan, and of course Appendix 4, which is a design of the loan agreement 4. So, Mr. Chairman, the remarks I need to add.
Let's read the next one. The next one, then you can make the comments together. They are very related.
On the loan outstanding receivables from the exchequer for matching transactions, the management response is as follows. The fund confirms the details of the outstanding receivables in table 1. Number 1, bus park 8,000. 2, Umak Cottage Industries 23,500. Romish Electricals 30,000. Number 4, Simili Mabonga Gumbei 20,000. 5, Violet Manjala 40,000. 6, Mary Namweya Wakoli 5,000. Winchester Mekesa number 7 5,000. Beatrice Hasandi number 8 5,000. Danya Dagosi number 9 5,000. Lilian Musheti number 10 13,000. And Patrick Wanyoni number 11 5,500. Total 160,000. There have been attempts to recover these loans, but the count has not been successful. Therefore, we have now embarked on the process of having these debts written off through a process that will culminate in a final approval in the county assembly. We have attached Appendix 11, which are demand letters issued out to defaulters, and Appendix number 12, the request to write off the debts that have been outstanding for too long. So go ahead. Mr. Chairman, what we've developed as a strategy in Tanzania is that there is this 30% uphold that has not been working very well.